In the Darfur genocide, rape has been used systematically as a tool of war. In interviews with NGOs, girls as young as 7, women as old as 78, and mothers 7 months pregnant have reported being sexually assaulted by Arab militia members and government officials. Sexual assault continues to be a major issue for the hundreds of thousands of women living in refugee camps in Chad and the millions of internally displaced people within Darfur. The refugees receive a monthly ration of raw food that they have to cook over predominantly wood fires. These women have no choice but to face the risk of rape daily as they go collect firewood and water.
How long will a pile like this last? 5 or 6 days.
Rape is used to degrade a woman and destroy her family, to cause husbands to abandon their wives with shame, to force women to give birth in an environment where survival alone is uncertain, to spread disease, including HIV, to humiliate and slowly exterminate those who they have not already murdered.
دول ناس قرايبك؟
ده قرايبي.
2 girls. One is her cousin and the other is her sister. The Janjaweeds took both of them to somewhere and making violence, and then they tied them in the morning. Then the people go in there and found them.
Can you tell me about any care you might be giving to women who are victims of sexual violence?
Yeah, that is a very sensitive topic due to their cultural background. It's not something that they talk about openly.
We were told by a doctor in Darfur that even reporting a rape put women at risk of being arrested for having sex out of marriage or becoming pregnant illegally. Often, women are abused and exploited further in captivity. Sometimes the women are too ashamed to admit that they'd been raped, and so they say they are beat up by the Janjaweed. The long-term impact of genocide is just as tragic as the immediate trauma. In 1994, nearly 1 million people were slaughtered in Rwanda in 100 days. The UN estimates that between 250,000 to 500,000 women were sexually assaulted during the 1994 Rwandan genocide.
They killed her baby with a knife. They decided to rape her, and they decided to have sex in order to have the baby, which is Hutu. She's saying that that place I spent 1 day, and every night Hamlet came to have sex with them, to rape them. In 1995, she began to think back about the genocide and how so many different people came to rape her, and she began to know that there is really HIV. She found someone who was her friend. We went to the RBF and they found that I have HIV. After telling me that, I fall down. Now I'm going to die, and I was telling myself that if someone has HIV, she immediately die. If the people they are going to find me that I am going to die from HIV, they are going to say that I was prostitute.
Some women told us they did not immediately realize that they contracted HIV from rape. They spent often years getting sick and repeatedly seeking medical care. Those without insurance were forced to sell their belongings to pay for their treatment. When they finally found out they were HIV positive, many were left with almost nothing to their name. There are still significant obstacles accessing antiretroviral drugs. After genocide, many women are left with so much responsibility for others that they're unable to properly attend to their own immediate rehabilitation needs.
Here, the women work a lot. They carry the burden of the community. That is, if you move around, they're the ones who are doing all the work, the building, everything.
Not only are there long-term emotional and physical scars associated with the trauma of genocide and sexual assault, but women are suddenly left as the head of households, having to assume the traditional roles of men in rebuilding their lives, earning an income, raising their families, and even taking care of their neighbors' orphans, alone. Global Grassroots believes that ideas exist at the grassroots level among those most deeply impacted by violence and trauma.
We are here to learn about ways that women like you are helping each other.
The criteria that I'm looking for in a project is something that also serves a social need, like the stoves we're providing, addressing the issue of taking too much firewood from the land.
Socially, yeah.
A project that is not just an income generating solution, but something that also addresses a larger need.
Exactly.
We believe that social entrepreneurs emerge to address the issues not already met by traditional aid.
We have many things, many resources. We have lands, we have water. My idea is to establish libraries here for our community. If we are educated, we can make use of these resources to help ourselves to a better living. We provided these libraries with documents about human rights, about women's rights, about child rights.
Global Grassroots offers training and seed funding to help women advance their own ideas for social change.
My name is Pastor Habimana Augustine. When I started the church here at Kimirongo, it was in 2004. It was really difficult for widows who live with HIV to tell the truth that they have or they live with HIV. I wanted to welcome those widows. So I got free and they helped me to call others. Today we are 65 widows and 200 children. When we got friends from America, we were really happy to see them because they changed our thinking. They changed our lives. They started to teach our members how they can start small projects by using the few things they have. We are seeing that the project we started through those teachings are helping our members. We can support those who are going to the hospital, those who give birth, and some children, we can get some money for school fees.
Upata ifu, amasaka, soya, ingano, ifu y'ibigori.
So for the idea of Sosoma, I try to mix different powders from soja, sorghum, maize, and sugar, and after mixing them, we cook. We serve the porridge from Sosoma to the people who are hospitalized. Before we got trainings, really I tell you, I didn't really have knowledge about making business. But today, I have in mind that a business is something which can be done by everyone if she thinks or he thinks more. Today, I can say that the first strength we have is those members. They are strong, they are not really sick people, even though they live with HIV. By making the bags, by making pens, and by selling some food, we can get some money to help these people.
numva nariyongereye ibiro nanabyibushye cyane nta kibazo mfite.
You see, I tell you, before I was really weak, but today my kilos are increasing more and I'm becoming better. And you are seeing me.